Not only are we going to be talking kitchens for the next few minutes, we're going to help give one away. And with that, I introduce Kurt Kenyon. He is with Countryside Cabinets Plus.
Thank you, Steve. How are
Good
you
to see
this morning?
Where are you guys?
We're in Spencerport, Steve. We have a 5,000 square foot showroom out there that not is just kitchens, it's baths, lighting, plumbing fixtures,
and
full service.
You're giving away. You're in the middle of a big promotion.
Yeah, we are. It actually culminates in June with we're giving away a complete craft-made kitchen. It's called a Grade Your Space giveaway. Simply fill out a short survey on our website, grading your space from either I hate it, I love it, my wife's going to kill me if I don't fix it up, or to I really perfectly happy with my space. Just grade your space, you log on, and then we're going to do a random drawing at the end of June to actually give away a complete craft-made kitchen.
Wow.
There you go, Steve.
Are employees and people like us eligible for that? Because I need a new kitchen.
Who does? But who doesn't?
I don't.
She doesn't.
Well, that's right. Yeah.
Employees are excluded.
Oh.
Well, Kurt, what is new in kitchens these days?
Well, a lot of things have been developing over the time. We're seeing a major trend towards more contemporary design, which is kind of unheard of in Rochester since it's such a traditional market. But all the younger generations are looking more for contemporary type design, so we're seeing that emerge.
What do you mean by contemporary design?
Sleeker lines.
Sleeker lines?
Yeah, much sleeker lines, cleaner, more color, not just your average traditional cherry kitchen.
Yeah.
A lot of color, a lot of paints going out.
Stacy last week said the same thing. It's just more bolder colors, right?
Yeah, much bolder.
Nice.
So we're seeing that emerge very quickly. We're also seeing a lot of people are looking to do a short-term job, meaning they would just want to, if they're going into the real estate market and want to sell their home, like my predecessors are in that business, and they realize the value of fixing up their house before they put it on the market, because we're seeing that as a trend.
Slam in a new kitchen, kind of cheaper, and just...
Exactly.
As a company that does kitchens and does bathrooms and do you do lighting a little bit too?
Yeah, we do lighting also.
Do you set the trends or do you follow the trend?
Well, we try to educate on the trends. Being a traditional market, we can't set trends. People have their opinions and their own individual taste. So the important thing is understand the customer and what their desires are and what their needs are. The whole process of purchasing a kitchen or a bathroom is quite involved. You think of it, most people only do this once in their life. They buy many, many more cars and spend much, much more money on automobiles than they do kitchens. So they're not real familiar with the process, Steve. So a lot of our time is spent educating the consumer, sitting down, understanding what their needs are, even before we get into the sexy part of our business, which is picking out what's pretty, what's colorful.
Right. Do you ever have to dial it back for a customer and say, this is not going to work in the space? Not so many words, but how
Alex,
about...
that's a real good question. The first thing you do in this process is focus on the layout of the kitchen, as opposed to focusing on that pretty cabinet. Or that pretty countertop. So we do have to keep that layout in mind and start there even before we go on to the fun part of the business. But we do have to throttle it back. A lot of people have expectations that aren't realistic into their budget. So the first thing we have to do is establish a budget. You can take a 10 by 10 kitchen and spend $8,000. You can take the same kitchen and spend $35,000.
Yeah.
Right.
Which comes first, the kitchen or the appliances?
There's a commercial on that mowing. Design my kitchen around this faucet.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen like that, does it?
Well, we sell both. Well, we don't sell a lot of appliances, but we.
See, I would trust your judgment in appliance choice, I think.
Yeah,
if you're doing my kitchen, you know what works best.
And we generally start with designing the kitchen. And if people have a strong preference for appliances, Steve, they'll bring them in with them. If they want a 48-inch gourmet range, we'll know that right up front.
Yeah.
Do you also do the electrical? Because you got to think about load and what appliances are going in this little area, and you got outlets. Do you do all that stuff too?
Yeah, very good question, Jeff. We're actually a full service firm, so we do all the installation, and we also do a lot of cash and carry and contractor work.
Nice.
But we'll do everything from A to Z. We'll manage the project. We have full-time project managers, full-time lead carpenters, full-time plumber. We'll do the whole thing, or as little as you want.
One of the big issues that comes up in the show when we have contractors in is those contractors who encourage do-it-yourself as opposed to say, let us take care of it. Where are you?
Either way, we're going to hold your hand no matter how far or how little or how much you want us to do. What separates us from the rest of the pack out there is we do have a staff of professionals on hand. If you want to install yourself and you can't do crown molding, which takes some finesse,
it does.
just hire us to do that. Or we'll Spend some time teaching how to do it. No matter what, even if you come in and want to buy a kitchen from us, we will not let you buy that kitchen or that bathroom without us going and checking your measurements. So we're going to check and make sure that the bumps in the road perhaps aren't as high as they could be.
The big box stores are great, but I love them. And I'm referring to here as a mom and pop type of operation and Spencerport. You know, there's a charm to that, which I like. Don't you agree?
Oh, yeah. You know, as far as cabinets go, are they all custom made? I mean, because every kitchen is unique, I think, and you got to bend around this, and this would look pretty cool. They have this thing jet out this way. I mean, you don't slam up a, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I don't know how to
slam up
explain
anything, Jeff.
Wow.
Sorry. Hi, man. I felt not. I'm in Pat Coyne's corner.
We
That's
only
what
say
it
that
is.
internally, Jeff. We don't say that.
Sorry.
Everything at Countryside Cabinet Works Plus actually sells is actually made for the consumer.
Right, custom.
So it's you
type
specify
deal.
the color of the wood species, and within certain product lines, because we have 3 major manufacturers: Merillat, which is one of the major builder type products; Craftmade, which is probably the most common known brand in the industry, and then Candlelight Cabinetry, which is our custom line made right here in Lockport.
Right.
Each one has certain modifications you can do to them. The entry-level products are a little bit less able to be modified, and they kind of build up from there. So to full customization. So
if you're thinking of doing some work to your kitchen, these are the guys to get in touch with. Your website.
Or bathrooms, too.
And
right?
bathrooms and lighting, yeah. Website?
yes, CountrysideCabinetWorks.com or BathQuick.com, which is our newest division, which is a great solution to a quick bathroom
All right, we
turnaround.
got to get you back in one of these days to talk about that, because that's something that I'm looking forward to maybe doing in our house as well. But we'll have
too.
links to both your websites on our Property Source Radio website as well. Great to see you.
Thank you very much,
And,
Steve. Thank you, Jeff. Thank
yeah.
you, Alex.
Very nice to meet you.
When we come
Have a great
back,
weekend.
you too. Are you a sports fan?
A little bit.
Yeah?
It'll work too much.
I know, especially on a Saturday. But we have lots coming up on ESPN Radio. When we get back to that, we'll be talking leftovers from the NFL draft and also NHL and NBA playoffs. But when we come back, Carlos in your corner. We talk about scams with our buddy Carlos Rodriguez. When we come back on Property Source Radio, we're here till 10, Sports Radio 950 ESPN.